Well, we're back. I don't know what happened. I think my internet went out or something. But that's oh, we're back. I've never had that happen before, but I guess I'm in a brick building, so probably Wi-Fi isn't the greatest in here. So hopefully the 5 people that were watching make their way back, but oh well. We'll keep on working on the handle. You didn't miss anything if you're coming from the last live. So that's about where my handles are. Hey, how's it going? I'm not sure if you're from my last live or not, but I don't know, my internet dropped out or something, so but we're back up and going. If you're from there. So right now all we do is corn and soybeans. We actually did organic hogs, hogs for quite a long while. But back in 2017, that's when we got out of the hog business. The money just wasn't worth the labor or that you put into it. So we've been out of the hog business for quite a while. Maybe someday I'll get back into hogs again. And my oldest son, he's maybe when he's old enough to show hogs at like the county fair and stuff, maybe we'll get back and do a little bit of hog stuff. But other than that, we're just grain farmers at the moment. Oh, cool. Yeah, I do miss hogs, to be honest with you, but it'd be convincing my dad to get some, and then I don't live, I live kind of, it's a bit of a drive for me to go to a farm, I'm about 20 minutes away, so coming over every day to check on hogs if I got my own would be a big chunk of my day. Especially when I also have a full-time job too, so. Oh yeah, we're quite a bit longer. Make a mark, cut that off, and then this guy should be done. At least for the most part. I might end up thinning it out a little bit. But we'll see. Oh, well that'll ruin your day. Let's get a better look. There's supposed to be a little piece right there. Oh, that fell off. So that sucks. I think I'm just gonna end up welding that back on. That sucks. So we'll finish this piece out and then I'll weld that back on. But, no, I've never actually stilled any of my corn before. Or me and my dad have talked about there's a place up in northern Iowa where we can take some of our corn and they'll actually distill it for us. So you can take them like 50 bushels or so, and then they'll still out, I think 50 bushels will do 2 barrels of whiskey, something like that. And I can't remember how much you get out of it, but we talked about that being pretty cool. We'll do sometime. I have brewed mead in the past, which is honey wine, but that was just some experimenting. I tend to pick up hobbies a little too often, much to my wife's annoyance. Well, there's that stinking part that sheared off. I must have actually did put a good crack in it when I twisted it. So. Yeah, pretty much trial and error. tongues were not made for this. There we go. All right, well, that's looking actually pretty good. I got a little bit of straightening left to do, but oh, she's looking okay. Other than that piece snapping off. Luckily, after welding and grinding it, you'll never be able to tell. At least with that piece, it's going to be, that's not a piece that you'll see a whole lot once it's on the actual gate. Trying to make sure I get any of my hammer marks out or anything like that. I'm making sure, you know, it's not, my edges aren't all wavy and everything too, so. In case you're wondering what the scary noise is, that is my electric motor for the blower. I had to replace it here a couple weeks ago, and well, the mounting bracket isn't the exact same, so it kind of squeaks a little bit on the old frame. I gotta kind of rework that a little bit. It's on the to-do list, we'll say. just gotta fix this side up a little bit and we'll be good to go on the latch. That kind of sounds like power shows. At least that's what we call them around here, or thrashing shows. Everyone brings out like their antique farm equipment and everything, and you know they come out with ear pickers and whatnot to pick ear corn. You know, there's a bunch of horse-drawn equipment there. I actually do quite a few of those shows in the summer, or that's kind of my main business. Blacksmithing is going around those doing blacksmithing demonstrations at those power shows. Those I got 4 of them now, actually. So kind of takes up my whole August and September as those shows. I think that will work. So, all right, I'll have to weld that top piece on, but I'll wait for it to cool off. And I don't know if my phone camera will like that welding flash. Yeah, so I'll probably weld that after this live. So we'll go over and I'll show you the next portion. So the next part, what I'm working on, there we go, be this guy here. I had to weld this in a hurry. So that gap is, let's say, not okay for that. There's too much play in the latch with that. So, but the distance is right. 8 for that. So I just got to remake this guy. Hey, real quick, I got some iron that I got to prep for that. But I'm going to be working on. It just needs to be about a 1/4 inch wide, and I believe this is 2 inches of travel here. Oh, and my grinder is dead, so that ain't over here. No. All right, well, we'll get this whole hulking thing in the fire and try and cut a chunk off. Alrighty. Well, we're in a slightly more manageable length now. Still way more than what I need. Alright, but we're gonna stick with this length right now. And clean up it getting a little wonky from being so long. Turn the blower on for that. And so now I need to try and find something I could use to we got 4 inches. That's a little long. That'll be a good start. Actually, you know what? We're going to come over to the vise. Oh, the blare's not too bad. Typically, I don't have to deal with rust other than maybe leaving a part sit out for too long. But typically, if it's really rusty, I just stick it in the forge, and that the forge just kind of eats the rust away, especially after you hammer on it for a little bit. And so, like my base stock and everything, I don't really worry about it getting too rusted. Oh, you're not working the way I want you to. There. See how this works. I'm trying to put some hard shoulders on it, and that way it should be a little bit thinner. And if I heat that up and bend it back the other way, it should hopefully bend back to the way I need it to, if that makes sense. Perfect. All right. Alrighty. Now, hopefully, I should be able to. Now that's got a little bit of a crimp right here on this bend. I should be able to bend it back over without, the rest of this trying to pull away. So. You can always make your own forge. That's what I had. Old and old air compressor tank that I actually made my first forge out of. You're not working the way I thought you'd be. Maybe it did. We'll see. We'll have to try and heat it up and try and square it off on the anvil a little bit more. Doesn't have the squarest. I think it might be a tad tall, but we'll have to see. Might be able to squish it just a little bit to try and bring that thickness down. Those really tight S-bends are a real pain. tell if this is helping or hurting. Oh, my coal. I've never actually I don't keep too good of track of how much coal I go through. I probably go through maybe 50 pounds of coal in a month. But I come out here once a week, maybe occasionally on the weekends. And so that's only for 4 or 5 hours at a time. And so I'm not burning through coal a crazy amount. It does last a heck of a lot longer than wood, which I started off using. And when I first got into blacksmithing, it's a lot more fuel dense, we'll say. Typically, when I'm doing like a demonstration show, I'll burn through a 50-pound bag over the course of 3 days, and I'm usually forging for about 12 hours a day at those shows. Might be what we're after. Well, it's a lot thinner than the old one. Still a heck of a lot of play. I might just need to scrap this whole foot idea. It's probably going to want to be what I end up doing. I'm going to have to. I'm kind of wanting this foot here. That way I can. This foot right here. That way I can have a nice weld on it. But that's kind of what's messing with me too much, is getting this bend to be the right distance. So I think I'm just gonna have to scrap that foot, and that way I can cut off however much I need to, so it's not too wide, because I don't want too much play in the hinge in here. Right now it's probably an 1/8 of an inch, 3/16 of an inch. So that's just too much play for what I'm wanting. It is a lot better than the one I got on there now, but so. Should be able to recover that piece. I should just have to flatten that piece out and then put a 90 on it. That's pretty cool. Well, we don't have a lot of coal mines in at least around. I'm from northern Iowa. Apparently, southern Iowa, there used to be a whole bunch of coal deposits that I didn't really know about, but apparently there used to be a whole bunch of coal mines. But we don't have any kind of. We got a gravel mine in kind of next to one of my farms, but other than that we don't have much for mines around here. Or it'd be kind of cool. I mean, Iowa it doesn't even have like a cave system or anything, so it'd be kind of cool to go out east and look at some of that stuff. I've always been kind of interested in looking at a coal mine or something like that, or go caving or something. We go. Roll. All right, we're going back to the vise. I'm gonna need to fix that now. All right, now I should just have to cut off whatever thickness I want, or whatever kind of gap I want. I'd really rather have a little foot here so I could get a better weld on it, but just not going to be I guess, for this. So just having too much issues with it. And I got to measure out 4 inches, or 3 inches, I should say. Ooh, and I'm just about out of time for this live too. Dixie Caverns. I'll have to look into that. Well, as unexciting as this is, that's about all gonna use. Just gotta cut this off. Oh, I gotta grind a little bit of that off too. So, looks. Oh, Yeah, that does sound really cool. I'll have to look into that. That's so, but I'll hot cut this off, and then I'm just gonna end up taking it back home and using my belt sander to get it all that way they're all the same thickness. I don't have to worry about it being off or anything if I just use my grinder. Well, we're just about out of time for. I gotta be done by 3 o'clock today. So, but well, I got pretty much everything what I wanted to get done on with the few little hiccups. But hey, that's just me doing lives, I guess. So, but yeah. So next time I'll have this all mocked up and everything. So next month when I do another live, hopefully we'll be moving on to scroll work on the gate. So that'll be a more exciting than today, hopefully. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I suppose I'll see you next time. Amen.